Hey there. In today's video, my goal is to help you clearly understand the difference between your intuition versus times when you're overthinking. And it's ultimately to empower you to be able to make decisions with less stress and more confidence. All right, let's dive in. So, I want to begin by just simply acknowledging why this can be a little tricky. Your intuition is going to come very quickly, but it's going to come in a subtle way. It's not very pushy, and it's going to set in as a knowing. Okay, and the challenge with a knowing is that you may not always be able to explain why you know what you know, why you feel what you feel, and why you believe you need to do what you need to do. The important thing is that you feel it, you've heard it in a sense, and you trust it, and you're able to move forward with it. Now, overthinking is whenever our mind, or that a lot of times the negative aspect of our ego, starts to layer in a lot of what ifs and yeah rights, causing us to second guess ourselves. It's gonna come slowly, in a sense, that it's always gonna come after your intuitive thought, and it's designed to just kind of keep you confused in a sense. But the important thing to know about this is that you're not broken. We're all set up in this way. Most of us were products of our environment, in a sense that subconscious mind has been set up to make us truly believe that we are not worth it, that we can't really do it, we're just not capable, or whatever the case may be. But I'm here to remind you that that's not the case, that it may have served you up until this point, but what now serves you is to empower yourself, to remember that you are in control of your life, okay? Take control over every aspect by just simply becoming more conscious and more aware. All right? So, speaking of, let's talk about signs that you're actually listening to your intuition. Now, again, it's going to come initially, it's going to come in a subtle way, and you're just going to kind of know it. Now, physically, you'll feel light, okay? You won't feel heavy, okay? You're going to feel light, you're going to feel open, and you're gonna have an ease in your chest and your stomach, okay? That comes with a confidence of just knowing that you're making the right decision. Even if it doesn't give you what you want, okay? Knowing that in that moment, though, you're making the right decision, because in going in a direction that ultimately doesn't serve us, that meaning we're gonna have to go in another direction at a point, we get something from that. And just knowing that there's a lesson there opens you up to receiving that lesson, to seeing that lesson, which allows you to then truly move forward from there and get out of that journey, whatever was intended, okay? No one can tell you what that is. It's all going to be unique to us. It's special. It's part of what we're trying to discover. It's fun, all right? Now, signs that we're overthinking, again, yeah, right, what ifs, it's thoughts that tend to repeat itself. Okay, going in circles, keeping us right where we are, keeping us confused, keeping us suppressed, and keeping us from taking those risks and those challenges that ultimately make us better. Okay, physically, you might experience a knot in your stomach. You may experience tension across your shoulders. Okay, it may be hard to breathe. All of these are signs that you're just overthinking things. All right, and when that happens, when you experience these physical triggers, or mentally you realize that you're just kind of spinning in circles, this is how you kind of can stop it. It's always by initially, one of the best methods, I should say, is by taking a breath. Create a gap between making decisions. Like I said earlier, become conscious and aware, okay, of what's going on. And by simply doing that, our design will put us back on track. You just have to consciously get yourself back on track. Okay, realize that the yeah rights and the what ifs don't serve you. Mention it out loud if you have to. Again, though, this is about integrating those aspects of us, not shunning them, not killing them, just simply letting them know that, hey, you no longer serve me right now. I love you, but you no longer serve me right now. And then, right then, you want to then insert what belief now does serve you. Okay, and allow yourself to break out of this cycle if you're going through this cycle. Okay, so remember, taking that breath, create a gap, and just ask yourself, was I initially anxious? Okay, and if so, what was I anxious about? Or was I calm? All right, If you had that calm feeling, then go with that, what that thought was, and go in that direction with confidence, with no insistence on the outcome. That's a key factor in all of this that we tend to overlook. We make these decisions, we listen to our intuition, but we don't project out beyond that, because a lot of times this is now what might be considered a positive aspect of the ego or the mind that may layer on a lot of these expectations that could either limit you or just set you up for failure, which maybe most likely doesn't serve you. Now, if you end up going down that route and you experience it, I can assure you that it does serve you in some way, and it's up to you to uncover that lesson so you can move forward. But again, getting back to this, you want to remember to make decisions with confidence, have no insistence on the outcome. But if you find yourself overthinking, take in a breath, create that gap, and just ask yourself, was I anxious or was I calm? Go over your thoughts, okay? And try as best you can to follow that intuition. I promise you, it's going to keep you on track. Okay, ways that you can strengthen your intuition and begin to work on it is to work on low-risk decisions. Go with your intuition in terms of maybe what you eat, or what you do with some downtime, or perhaps the directions that you take to get somewhere. Because remember, your intuition is like a muscle, and the more you use it, the stronger it gets. Start with those little decisions. That way, when the big ones come along, you know you're ready. Okay? Till next time, love you all. Peace out.